Welcome to Nice and Blunt. Time for another live stream. It's Sunday morning. If you got any questions, any start-sit decisions, let me know. If not, we're just going to be chilling for the next half hour or so before kickoff. And in the meantime, I'm probably going to do one of these best ball drafts on Underdog. Let's find one that's cheap, that hasn't filled. Give ourselves a slightly better chance of making some money. We could enter the Battle Royale for $7. I doubt it. You could also do the onside kick for $5. That one is not fully locked up. Only over 1,000 entries still available. I don't know if that'll fill in the next 13 minutes. So that's definitely on the table. I've done a bunch of Wildcats. I've done a bunch of Engage 8s. The Hurry Up is starting to fill. Could also do the Badge Bros Brawl. That's also kind of interesting. I think I'm going to do the Badge Bros Brawl for $5. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I don't see anything in the chat yet. But I think I'm going to do the onside kick for $5. I think that's the move. Let's do it. Let's hop in. If you want to join me, go ahead. But at the moment, there's only one spot left. There's one spot available. It's now full. It's taken. Hope you enjoy the show. Hope we don't crater this team. Am I missing something? Only the early games. Okay, only the early games. I forgot about the afternoon. Good to know. Anyways, if you are with me, if you're enjoying the video, hit that like button. Let me know. But we do finally have a question. All right, here. Before we go, QJ or JJ, I'm gonna go Quentin Johnston. I know Justin Jefferson is probably a safer pick, but I think I'm gonna go Quentin Johnston. Let me confirm that QJ is actually healthy. I don't have that exactly in front of me, so I just want to make sure I'm not leading you down a injured path, but I believe he's available. Quentin Johnston is active today. Gonna play. I would start him over Justin Jefferson. I just don't trust JJ McCarthy. The game log's been so bad with JJ McCarthy. So give me Quentin Johnston. I know it's tough, but I think you have like a legitimate ceiling. That Cowboys matchup is dope. The Giants matchup is good, but I actually trust Herbert a little bit more. It sounds gross and insane, but give me Quentin Johnston over Justin Jefferson. All right. First team auto picks Jamar Chase. Not too shabby. Oh, please pass on James Cook. I would love to get James Cook here. Patrick says, which kicker, Reichert versus the Giants or Gonzalez versus Arizona? Little versus Denver or Badgley versus Cleveland? Get sniped on James Cook. In that case, I think I'll probably just go Josh Allen. Like the quarterbacks in this, very uninspiring by comparison. I'm going to go Josh Allen. I think we're going to go Cam Little. At altitude, I think you could get like multiple 50-yard kicks. That 5-pointer is so valuable. I'm going to take Cam Little with the long leg in Denver. Good luck there. That'll be tricky, but should be a good field goal type of game script. I would assume Denver's defense shows up enough to force some kicks. So good luck with that. Kicker's always tricky, but I think just on talent and like circumstance, I like Cam Little the most there. But I go Josh Allen. Team after me goes Bucky Irving. And then at the turn, we got CeeDee Lamb and Baker Mayfield. No worries, Patrick. Good luck to you. And now we are on the clock. I think I'm going to go Mike Evans. I'm so high on Evans this week. Really trust him. The running backs all kind of blend together at this point. I think if we're not getting an elite option like James Cook or higher, then it's all kind of somewhat similar or pretty much flat tier. Whereas Evans, I think, is like by far and away better than every other receiver left on the slate. So give me Mike Evans. I trust him tremendously. He's averaging 19 points in his last four against Carolina. In division, he owns them. Very, very good spot here for Evans. But before we go, says how likely is it London plays, you think? I assume he's going to play. Everything I've read say they're expecting him to play. And the team I have him on, while I'm eliminated, I did put him in the lineup. I'm assuming he's active. I'm trying to beat my opponent. If you've watched the channel, my buddy Angus is in that league. We're playing against each other. And I want the win. It means nothing just for like other than sentimental reasons, but I want the win. I'm going to start London and assume he plays. I would trust London. I think he's going to play well. But we go Allen and Evans. Then we have this team going Javonte and Quinshon Judkins. So a double tap at running back, followed by a double tap at receiver. We got Jamar Chase and Olave. Not bad. I do like Olave this week, but who else was available? No, I think that was probably the right call. T. Higgins is going to play. So maybe we could go T. Higgins, but might want to pivot to running back soon. What's the deal at tight end? There's Fannin available. There's Kelsey. There's Gads. Fannin goes. I was thinking about Fannin, honestly. Yeah, we're probably going to have to scroll down. Yikes. It gets bad, but I think I'm going to go off the beaten path with my final pick there. I think I'm going to mix this up. I think the final pick, I'm going to save it. I'm going to not let you know what's coming, but I think you'll be shocked. Stick around for the final pick. It's going to be fun. No, I think we stay at receiver. Shit. Nah, give me Rico Dowdle. That's who I wanted. I was like, where the fuck is he? Almost panicked and shipped it with a receiver I want later. But no, Rico Dowdle's the pick. Rico has that elite upside, and we also get the correlation with Evans here. That Bucks matchup is juicy. Rico has elite upside this week. Rico could really pop off. I'm excited for Rico. A good floor play at the least, but truly elite upside if it works out. Before we go, says, do you think Minshew shits the bed? I have a feeling he gets too anxious back there, and I got Worthy in. I don't trust Minshew, man. I mean, like, to bet on Worthy is a gamble. Let's not pretend it's not. Worthy's been up and down this season. There's no Rashee Rice, so I get the argument, but watch it go to Hollywood. Watch it go to, like, I don't know. Watch it go to Jalen Royals just because Minshew has a connection with him on the practice squad. Like, watch it be random as fuck. The Titans don't have a good defense, but to trust Minshew this week scares the shit out of me. I don't think he'll be completely unusable, but I think they lose, and I'd be very reluctant to endorse Worthy. I'm a little worried about that. I'm not gonna lie. Speaking of which, do we go Kelsey here? That's not a terrible pick, but I don't love it. Instead, I like Pollard a lot this week. I think Pollard's going to continue his dominance. Pollard's been great last two games, 100+ rushing yards in back-to-back weeks and 3 touchdowns total. We're going to go Tony Pollard here. Maybe well above ADP. Didn't have to take him, but to be honest, that's just who I wanted. That's where we're going. That's the direction we are stepping in. Need another receiver and a tight end with these last 2 picks. One more question. We got Worthy or JJ. Personally, I got Jefferson ranked above Worthy this week. It's close. It's not like I'm confident in Jefferson, but I'm just really worried about Worthy. I have Jefferson at 39, and I have Worthy at 42. So 3 spots apart, very close. Pick your poison. Matchup is good for Jefferson, but quarterback situation sucks. He's been awful. Meanwhile, Worthy has also been awful, but maybe a better path given there's no Rashee. So that one, just trust your gut. Like, that's a true gamble. Honestly, I like Jalen Coker. I really do, but I understand the hesitation on adding Jalen Coker. But I think there I'd go Jefferson. Between the two, I'm going to go JJ, but good luck, man. You're going to need it. That shit's tough to know for sure. Are there any receivers, if I scroll down, pique my interest? Not too many. I do think Isaiah Bond is a sneaky play this week, but only for like garbage time and like, you know, down the field shots. Almost wanted to go Marquez Valdez-Scantling for a second, but no, we're gonna go with Jalen Coker. We're betting on Tampa Bay in this game. I'm hoping for a shootout. We got some correlation with Evans, and Coker is averaging 14 plus points last 2 weeks. Coker has some awesome games last two weeks. We got 4 targets, 4 catches, 60 yards, and a touchdown last week. So very reliable in terms of catch percentage. And then the week before that, 6 targets, 4 catches as well, 74 yards and a touchdown. So they're down the field. That's more than 15 yards per reception. That's pretty good. And hopefully the touchdown hits. That Bucks matchup is juicy. So I like Coker. Last 2 games averaging 14.7 points per game. And I'm hoping for the best. Let's bet on a back and forth between Evans and Coker. But also have Dowdle, so another Panther. That'll be fun. We got Pollard. I think he'll play well. He's been showing up. But now we're to that last pick, and I told you to stick around. This is going to get fun. This is going to be weird. Some of you are going to fucking hate this. But let's go big or go home. We're going Taysom Hill at tight end. Going to probably be one of only like 3 people in this tournament who even consider it. But that Jets matchup is awesome. Devin Neal is out. How much do you really trust Audric Estime? Let's go Taysom Hill for that random spike week. You know he's kind of destined for one. I feel like it's coming, man. This is the week. Against the Jets, that defense is dog shit. Give me Taysom Hill, baby. Taysom Hill at tight end. Watch me get a fucking bagel, but it's fun. It's exciting. Not gonna lie, like this is really gonna be one of the highlights of my viewing experience. If Taysom Hill goes off, to have him on a roster and root for him, I'm so excited. But Scott, we got a question starting Pitts over Fannin, but sit one full PPR. London, Etienne, or Jefferson? We're benching Jefferson. Oh, no doubt about that. Gotta trust London, gotta trust Etienne. So much volume incoming for both of them. Jefferson is the plague. Jefferson scares the fuck out of me. If you have London and Etienne, I am 100% benching Justin Jefferson. But close call between Pitts and Fannin this week. After last week, I think you have to go Pitts, but Fannin's getting so much volume. In full PPR, it's tough to bench Fannin. Like 25 targets last couple games. Good luck on that, man. But to bench him for Pitts, I think is totally justifiable. Pitts is one of those guys that I would do it. Pitts, I have it tight end 3 this week, and Fannin I have it 6. I have Fannin behind Bowers. I even had him behind Goddard. So yeah, I get it. I would also go Pitts. In full PPR, I think that's fine. Go Kyle Pitts for sure. Marky Mark with a question. Hello, Mike Evans, Michael Wilson, or London at flex? Damn, you got some good options. Only needing one? I'm going to go Evans there. I rank Evans the highest. I have Evans top 5 this week. He owns the Panthers. He's averaging 19.3 points against the Carolina Panthers in his last 4 games. He really steps up against Carolina. So I think he'll play well. I think he'll go over 100 yards. I like Evans the most. I do love London, though. I think London's going to be awesome, but off the injury to his knee, will he be 100%? Probably not. I have London at number 9. So I have Evans 4 spots higher. And then with Michael Wilson, he's a tier below now that Harrison's back. So Wilson, I have top 16. I like Wilson a lot, but based on these 3, I'm going Mike Evans. I trust him the most. Good luck, man. Good luck there. But let me look at these other teams in this league. So we had the Josh Allen team at the 4 slot, but team 1 ends up stacking Burrow and Chase. Definitely understandable. Goes Olave at the 2nd pick with Fannin, and then running back is Breece Hall, Tyrone Tracy. I hate the running back on this team. I mean, maybe it works out, but fuck. Trusting Breece Hall, I don't want to do that. Tracy's okay, but against the Vikings, I doubt he's like anywhere close to what he was last week. Tracy, I don't love too much. But team 2 goes with Dak unstacked. They have Achane and Judkins at running back. So love the matchup for Judkins. I think he's going a little high in this, but Don't hate it. T. Higgins, always some upside. Maybe that team with Burrow, wish they got the double stack. But then Igbuka on this team, don't love that. Igbuka's hard to trust. And then Juwan Johnson with the last pick. I like the Juwan pick. I don't think that's terrible. Not bad at all. But then team 3 goes with Kelsey and Tyler Shuck to close it out. They took Tet and Ladd, and then James Cook, Javante. I feel like they started off this draft really well, and then nothing really makes sense in terms of correlation as it goes down the list. But I do think Ladd has a great matchup. Tet could always show up, but I went Coker, so could definitely go to Tet. And then Kelsey should play well, but trusting Minshew is a little tough. Jaffet Melendez, half PPR, Jalen Warren, Estime, or Pollard. Here we're going to go Pollard. Pollard's on a heater. Pollard, I drafted in this. He was my 4th round pick in this tournament here. And I do like Pollard a lot. I think he'll play well. I think the touchdowns will hit. Last 2 games, Pollard has over 100 rushing yards. I like Pollard quite a lot. But close call with Jalen Warren. I'd understand thinking about Warren, but his matchup is way tougher. And he's also in a bigger committee. Give me Tony Pollard there over Warren and Estime. But Team 5 took Herbert unstacked. I don't know if I like that this week. Jefferson, I guess he has him stacked up with Hampton, but kind of an odd stacking partner. Bucky Irving, I think in this setting with no afternoon games, definitely a 1st round pick probably. With Pickens, good luck on that. Darren Waller makes sense. And then Jefferson, yikes. I don't like Team 5. But Purdy or Nix, Caden? I'm going to go Bo Nix. I think the matchup for Purdy's a little tricky. They force a lot of field goals in Indianapolis. I still trust the Niners to show up, but then I also like the matchup a lot for Nix, and then Nix has more rushing upside. Last week, Nix was lights out. So I think I'm going to go Bo Nix. It's close between the two. I have Nix at number 4, and then I have Purdy at number 9. So both top 10, I think they're both very legit, going to both crack 20 plus, but my preference between the two is Bo Nix. That is where I'm leaning today. Good luck. I think the Jags matchup is a little bit more exciting. And that game, I think, is more of a shootout, more back and forth between the two. But lastly, Team 6 in this goes with Baker Mayfield unstacked with CeeDee Lamb, Chase Brown, Jalen Waddle, Aaron Jones, and Aronde Gatson. I feel like this team is not really planning it out. These are kind of random. Like I think Evans and Baker would have made more sense than Lamb and Baker, and then it's kind of just odd the rest of the way. I don't know how much I trust Waddle with Quinn Ewers, but I think he'll be fine. Should be okay. Gadsden scares me. Team 6, I can't say I love. So my team, compared to the rest of them, I like my team a lot. Obviously, the Taysom Hill pick is risky, but no risk it, no biscuit. We're shooting for the moon. And that's going to be a piece that no one else has against the Jets' run defense. If Taysom has one good game left in him, it is this week. So let's try it. I wanted at least one Taysom team before I moved on. But are there any lobbies still open? I think they all just closed, given we're 15 minutes away from kickoff. There's the Badge Bros Brawl for $5. We could hop into that, actually. You know what? I'll do that. I haven't entered this tournament, and I'm feeling good. Let's do it. Auto-filled very quickly. Only a 3-person draft. Okay, I didn't realize that. But we got pick 2, so we at least get Bijan. That'll be dope. Sweet. Okay, so we're going to mix it up on this one. That's for sure. Only 6 picks, 3-person draft. Gotta scroll down the list a little bit to mix it up. But should be fun here. Oh, and a reminder, we have a gimme pick available on Underdog today. If you are interested, maybe I can get it here on the screen for a sec, actually. I might be able to pull it up. With like a graphic. Underdog sends them to me, but I rarely ever download them. So let me pull it up here. I am on the clock. They go Gibbs. We will take Bijan. I'm happy with Bijan. That's fine. Give me Bijan against Arizona. If anything, that's a better matchup than Gibbs against the Steelers. But here we go. Whoa, that's big. All right, so there's a gimme pick currently available. It lists players that are not included. Today's gimme pick is for Josh Allen. So if you want to go on Underdog, you can get a gimme pick. Josh Allen over 1 yard. As long as he gets 1 yard, he will cash. We're going to go Amon-Ra. Amon-Ra here, I think, is the pick. Let's avoid that team with Gibbs getting a stack. The team goes Achane and James Cook, definitely understandable, but not my preference. Would have loved to have Trey McBride, but it is what it is. Instead, we're going to grab JMO. Am I really going to grab JMO? Maybe not. Actually, I like Evans. No, I'm pretty much locked in with Evans at the moment. So let's go Evans as well. We need 2 receivers. Let's get some studs. Amon-Ra and Mike Evans. Maybe Amon-Ra comes back down to earth, but last week was too good. Let's stick with him. We're going to fade Josh Allen briefly. I'm going to take Kyle Pitts. Let's do it. Let's go Kyle Pitts. This is not a team in a 3% league where I want Taysom Hill. That's not the move. Not in this one. Not today. But with this last pick, I do like DK Metcalf. We could go with JMO and set up the stack. We could also go London, though, and set up a huge Falcon stack. But I don't think I'm going to go that far. Not going to triple stack Kirk Cousins. But instead, we're going to go DK Metcalf. I think Metcalf has some elite potential this week against the Lions. That matchup is definitely good. Let's go DK Metcalf. And now we need a quarterback. Let's try and get one that's less rostered. Am I really going to scroll down, though? Probably not. I think I'll go Jared Goff. More likely. Could go Baker, but don't love his matchup. Could go Bo Nix. NPNY with a super chat. Full PPR, Dowdle or Estime and Quentin Johnston or Goddard. We're going to go Dowdle. Goddard is already locked. He played yesterday. So between the two, you can only go with Quentin Johnston. Here we go. Give me Jared Goff. Maybe I should have gone with Cousins there, but fuck it. That's fine. Yeah, give me Rico Dowdle 100% over Estime. I know the matchup's awesome against the Jets, but I don't trust Estime enough. I don't think it's worth it. Dowdle has an awesome matchup himself. Dowdle is definitely the play. And then your other one, Quentin Johnston or Goddard. Like I said, Goddard already played, so give me Quentin Johnston. Goddard had a touchdown, but I think Quentin Johnston can do something similar. He'll be okay. Not like elite, but okay. And then Cole Barnes with full PPR, Waddle or Estime. We're going Waddle. I don't think I can endorse Estime. I just can't. I just drafted Taysom Hill a few minutes ago. I don't believe in Audric Estime. Give me Jalen Waddle there. Gonna catch more receptions, I think. I think Ewers will get the job done. I think it'll be okay. But Matt, Michael Wilson, or Michael Carter, this is a no-brainer, man. Michael Wilson, 100%. Don't worry about Harrison coming back. Carter is not safe to trust. Give me Michael Wilson all day long. All right. Johnson or Godwin? We're going to go Godwin there. In full PPR, I would trust Godwin more. Johnston has upside, but to bet on Herbert these days with confidence is tricky. That Cowboys matchup is good, but I think the floor is higher with Godwin. I think Godwin's a better bet. But I do have his stats in division here. His last 4 games, Godwin is averaging 11.8 half PPR points. He's averaging 5.5 catches for 54 yards. So that would give you easily 10 points if that hits again. His average is going to give you double digits. I would go Godwin there. I would trust Godwin. A very safe floor, in my opinion, on Godwin. So good luck, man. Thanks for the super chat. And I'll hang around for the next 10 minutes or so. But if y'all have any questions, I'll stick around until kickoff. I'll log off once we hit 10 a.m. Pacific. But I'm in a league where I'm eliminated, and I've been waiting as long as possible, but I can't wait any longer. I want to start Coker on this team. Ben with a super chat. Champion game for me. Have Puka 2, so want to play it safe. Lamar or May? Probably can't go wrong, but what is your insight? If you're just trying to play it safe, man, I think I'm going to go Drake May. The floor, I think, is higher for Drake May. But I really think the upside's the best with Lamar. If you're just trying to be comfortable and just keep it safe, then go with Drake May. I think he's a more reliable bet for 20 points. I think he'll show up, but I do think Lamar is going to play better. I do have Lamar ranked higher. I think Lamar will step up. Last week he looked good. Patriots defense is very banged up right now, so they're pretty vulnerable. Honestly, they're giving up some rushing stats. I think Lamar will capitalize. I think Lamar will play better, but if you only want the floor, then go Drake May. If you already had Puka and you're just trying to play it safe, Drake May has the higher floor of the two. Good luck, Ben. Good luck to you. But Bogus Edits with a super chat as well. Advice, please. Full PPR help. Choose one receiver, one tight end, one flex. From Jefferson, Godwin, Mike Evans, Kyle Pitts, and Kittle. Puka gave me a boost, so low risk picks are fine. We're going to go with Mike Evans at receiver, no doubt about it. He's my favorite by far, well above Jefferson and Godwin. Mike Evans all day long. And then at tight end, still give me Kittle. I'm not going to fade Kittle there. Definitely trusting him with no Pearsall, like the matchup as well. The Colts are vulnerable. So give me Kittle at tight end. And then in the flex, I'm going to go Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts, I think, is the best flex play. He's my tight end 3. It was close between him and Kittle. But I think at flex, he's better than Jefferson. Way safer at the moment. So much more volume these days. And even though London comes back, I still love the matchup. Still trust Pitts. He's on a heater. I'm going to keep him in the lineup. Godwin's interesting, but Godwin's more of a floor play. I think Pitts has the higher ceiling. So at receiver, give me Mike Evans, 100%. At tight end, give me Kittle. And then at flex, I'm going Kyle Pitts. Good luck, Bogus. Good luck, man. Good luck to you. Nightcrawler with Fairbairn or Aubrey. We're sticking with Aubrey there. Not going to fade Brandon Aubrey. I do like Fairbairn a lot, but against the Raiders, I think they're going to score more touchdowns than have to kick field goals. Against the Chargers, the Cowboys will definitely settle for field goals. Give me Aubrey 100% from Dallas instead of Houston. Keenan, hey man, what's up? Hope you're well. Would you start Ted McMillan or Michael Wilson? I'm trusting Michael Wilson. I know Harrison comes back, and it's a little tricky, but I believe Michael Wilson is the correct play. Jacoby's just on fire. Jacoby throws so many passes, and they definitely will go to Michael Wilson as well. They don't have anyone other than Harrison and Trey McBride and Michael Wilson. It's like all of them. He will get looks. I'm trusting Michael Wilson. Keenan Larkin, also, would you start Bo Nix or Lamar Jackson? Having trouble undeciding. That is tough, man. Like last week, Bo Nix looked really good. And he does have rushing value. The matchup's okay. But then I genuinely believe that like Lamar has like some of the highest upside of them all this week. So that's tricky, man. I don't think you can go wrong. I have them both top 5. But personally, I do have Lamar ranked higher. I would say Bo Nix has the higher floor, though. Like Lamar, if he gives you 35 this week, I wouldn't be shocked. Meanwhile, if you just want like to bank 20, give me Bo Nix. If you want to play it safer, go Bo Nix. But I think Lamar has the highest ceiling of the two. I think he'll step up on Sunday night. He usually plays awesome in primetime. But that one's really tricky. Good luck on that. I would not fault you at all for going Bo. He was the better play by far last week. But good luck on that. All right. I'm going to be that guy in a league that's eliminated and makes a waiver wire move. I'm going to pick up someone off the waiver wire, if you can believe it, on a team I'm eliminated in. I want to play Coker. I just want to root for him this week, and I'm going to do it. I've waited this long. It's 5 minutes before kickoff. I'm going to do it. Who do I drop, though? There it is. All right. Yeah, I just swapped out Jaden Higgins out of my lineup for Jalen Coker. Got a good feeling about him. Think he plays well. I think he finds the end zone. All right. We have made it to the end. We are pretty much set. I'll show you some sweats I have before I go. In best ball, I actually feel really good about my chances this week. We have 8 teams in the regular pool and then 3 in the pre-draft process. I'll show you the pre-draft ones real quick. I have 1 in first place already. This team is barely leading by 0.1, and this team had Stafford on it, Blake Corum with 12 points. That's dope. I'm happy to have Blake Corum on this team. Also have Swift with 8. Jacobs gave me 3.8. My running back core sucks. Maybe Keaton Mitchell shows up, but at least we have Blake Corum. I doubt this team advances, though. OC Boss, need a little help this week to start one quarterback. Herbert, Lawrence, or Stroud. We're going to go Lawrence there. I know it's against Denver, but I think I'm going to go Lawrence. But you're also adding, here's the twist. I want to keep 2 of them for my league weeks 17 and 18. So which should I drop? You should drop Herbert. Herbert gets the Texans next week, and that's going to be a terrible, terrible spot. Given his hand injury, wouldn't trust Herbert at all. Drop Herbert of the 3. Start Lawrence. Stroud is good, but I think Lawrence is the play this week. That's my preference, personally. Aaron, hi, everybody. Good luck. Played Puka, doing well. Still Goff over Emo Joe. Yes, give me Goff this week. I know T. Higgins going to play, but I'm going to go Goff. I think he shows up against Pittsburgh. Their season's on the line. The Bengals have nothing to play for. But this team I'm showing you, I don't think will advance. Even though it's in first place, I got a bad feeling about it. Running back is a little thin. But this team in second maybe still has a chance. We had Stafford already play. Bigsby with 9.7. Ben, what's a more risky start, Pollard or Igbuka? I would say Igbuka's more risky. I trust Pollard a little bit more. That's my preference. Meter Reader, thanks again for your help, Adam. Say hello to your cat for me also. No worries, man. You know what? She's here on the... You see her? There she is, man. You can say hi to yourself. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. Been a fun season. And Leia's right there with me. There she is. Let me go back to this, because these are the teams that maybe have a shot, but these aren't the ones I'm really like that interested in. Really, this Badge Bros team is going to dominate. This Badge Bros team is on fire. Already have a 58-point lead here. I have to move my face a little bit. I'm in first place. I have 98.6. Second place has 40.5. Look at this team in the Badge Bros Brawl. This team is insane. We have Caleb. We still have Goff left. Daniels didn't make it. But at running back, we got Swift, Gibbs, Ashton Genty, James Cook, Travion Henderson. I also took Ray Davis for the sake of the handcuff there. But then at receiver, we got Puka, JSN, Debo, Adams, Jamison Williams, George Pickens, and Roma Dunze. I fucking crushed this draft. And then at tight end, we got Loveland, but Kittle is still in the wings. And I think this team will advance. I believe I'm going to win in this team. If I lose, it'll be very disappointing. But I think I have the best team in the pod. We got the 40-pointer from Puka, and then we're the only ones that also had him stacked with Stafford. So that I think will work out. I'm excited for this team. That one I think will advance. And currently, if I do win, I'll win $250 before we even make it to week 17. $250 just to win this pod. That'd be fire if it happens. But I also have a flock contest going. We are against the Catalina wine mixer himself. Rob Riggle is my opponent. Rob Riggle is who I need to beat this week. You think it's him? I think it's him. I think it has to be. Who the fuck else would make their username Rob Riggle than literally the actor from the Catalina wine mixer? Pow! I think I'm going to beat Rob Riggle. I think I'm going to beat him. Look at this this roster I have compared to him. So I have Josh Allen and Drake May. Then I got JCM Taylor. JCM with a touchdown. At least we're getting something. Travis Etienne in the wings. Also Ray Davis, Algier, DJ Giddens. And then Matthew Golden, CeeDee Lamb, Jamison Williams, Jalen Waddle. Hoping for the best, but Juwan Jennings I think will contribute. I like Juwan this week. So receivers okay. We got nothing from Golden, but that's not who I was expecting to contribute at all. And then at tight end, we already got a 10.7 pointer from Goddard. We got Kincaid and Theo Johnson as well. There's still some upside. And my opponent only has Mahomes and Drake May. So at the very least, I'm tying him at quarterback. If Allen really outscores Drake May this week, then I think I'm a lock to win. If May is better than Allen, then maybe it doesn't happen, because this guy does have good running backs. He has Achane, Harvey, Tyrone Tracy, Javante, and Ollie Gordon. That I'm a bit worried about, but his receiving core sucks. He has Nico, but then Adams didn't suit up. He has Pickens, who I'm not afraid of right now. Rashee Rice is out. Trey Harris is a nothing burger. Dante Thornton is 0. So is Thielen and Trey Tucker. I do like Coker, though. That's where I'm worried about Coker. But he has Loveland, who I had as well, and Kyle Pitts. So it's Kyle Pitts versus George Kittle. And then as long as Allen outscores May, I think I will advance in the flock contest. So we'll make $50. We'll be in a 100-person final with a chance at 10K. I think I'm going to win this week over Rob Riggle. It's the Catalina Wine Mixer. Better show up. I was so happy when I saw Rob Riggle opposite me. But in the puppy, I'm not too excited. This team is viable, but it's still too early to know for sure. This team was pretty thin at running back. We only have 4 with Kyron, Henry, Harvey, and Henderson. And then at receiver, we took DJ Moore, 19.4 points, so that's dope. We got Amon-Ra still, but then it gets a bit thin. Ayuk and Keon, that's not going to work out. Mooney, I doubt, has any value. But then I have Quentin Johnston and Michael Wilson. Let's hope for the best. And then Tesla and Torrey Horton. Horton did help me advance, but Njoku is out. Freiermuth and Hunter Henry need to step up. I'm a bit worried about tight end, but receiver I think will help me on this team, but I am far back of first place. They have 95. I got 50. It's still early, but that one I think is a little tough to bet on. In the puppy, though, if I do advance, that's a good payout. In the MMG, I'm in 3rd place, and I do have a shot. We have Jalen Hurts and Drake May. Hopefully May does better than Hurts does. But then Bijan and Jonathan Taylor, that should do well. We have Mixon, Shipley, and Rico Dowdle. And then Kyle Monangai came in with 10.8. So that's a decent flex. If that's my flex this week, I'll be satisfied with Monangai. And then at receiver, a little worried, but we got some value here. Sutton and Jawan Jennings, I think, will play well. We got Mooney, Rashad Bateman, DeMario, Jalen McMillan, and Torrey Horton, though. That's going to suck. Running back needs to pay off. And then we have McBride still and Dallas Goedert. There's a chance, but an uphill battle for sure. We're 15 points behind first place at the moment. Also got a team in the Schnauzer, and this one I think has a shot, actually. If I'm not mistaken, I actually like my chances because I haven't played many of my options so far. We got nothing from Love, but still have Goff. I like Goff a lot this week. We also have Swift, who is fine, but still have Achane and Cook and Jalen Warren. And then at receiver, we got 16.9 out of Romeo Doubs. I'm the only person with Doubs in this tournament, so that could be clutch. Jaden Reed didn't do much, but Amon-Ra still available. Adams was out, but I still have Waddle, Jawan Jennings, and who knows, maybe Alec Pierce or Isaac Tesla do play well. Also have Kincaid. He needs to step up, but Mason Taylor's out. This team, I wouldn't bet on it to advance, but I do think I'm still available to win it, given we got a good game out of Romeo Doubs, and that's the only player in the tournament. But lastly, I'm in the Pomeranian, and one of these teams I like a lot. This team I think will win. I'm up by 40 points so far, and this is the roster I am repping. We got Stafford with 30.8. I doubt Purdy does better, but it's possible. Got Swift in there, but I'll take the 8 points. It's whatever. Travion still left to play in Pacheco, so running back is thin. Rashad White, you never know. Good matchup, but I doubt it. Receiver, we got Puka and A.J. Brown. So I only need one more. Adams didn't play, but Josh Downs is available. So is McMillan and Michael Wilson. To have Michael Wilson feels good. But at tight end, we got Terrence Ferguson with 10.8 already. So at worst, he's my flex. And then I still have George Kittle. So I like this team a lot. We're up by 40 points. And I think with the Puka Stafford stack, that is pretty decent. I like this team quite a bit. We're in first place, and if it does advance, I believe I'll take home $150 just for advancing. Then we have a shot at 20K in the Pomeranian if we can somehow make it to first place. So those are the teams I think have a shot this week. Wish me luck. At the moment, we have 4 of them advancing, and I hope that that holds. Odds are one of them falls out, at least. But at least one team I need to advance. I think the Flock tournament will advance. I think the Badge Bros tournament will advance. And then after that, if I get anything more, I'm ecstatic about it. I hope the Pomeranian advances. That would be dope as well. But OC says, appreciate the help, man. If I make it through, I fell to the Parkinson hype. I don't blame you, man. It felt like a good process going into the week. So I also have to drop him for a second tight end along with Fannin. Good luck, man. Good luck. And Meter Reader, I appreciate you. Appreciate the good vibes. I'll take all the good luck I can get. I'm really optimistic. I think we'll do well, but you never know. Watch me miss by like 1 point on all of them. Like watch it just not work out. But if I can make it to week 17, I'm going to be ecstatic. I have never made the Underdog finals yet. I haven't drafted as much as I did this year, but I think with the 11 teams I have a chance with at least 3 of them. And that's all I can ask for. Personally, that's all I want. So that's it for the live stream. I hope y'all have a good week. And best of luck. Leia says hi. She's right there. And yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good luck. I hope you win. Peace out.